Okay, we're going to be talking about polynomials in one variable. The degree then in one variable would be the highest power or exponent on the variable. Terms are separated by plus signs. A leading coefficient is the coefficient or the number in front of the variable with the highest exponent. A polynomial means many terms. So an example would be something like so for this one, as our example, the highest exponent is 3, so this is our degree. It has 1, 2, 3. All right, so then we have 3 terms. And our leading coefficient is 4. The number in front of our x cubed, our highest exponent. All right, let's look at some more here. We can classify polynomials 2 different ways, either by the number of terms or the highest degree. So a monomial, mono means 1, so something like 4x cubed, that would be a monomial. Binomial means 2, like a bicycle, so you could have something like such, that would be a binomial, 2 terms. Trinomial, 3 terms, like a tricycle. 3 terms. Classify by degree. A linear equation or a linear function would be something like x plus 8, because the exponent's understood to be a 1 there from your Algebra 1 days. They make a line when you graph them. Quadratic, which we just got on doing, the degree is 2. Cubic has a degree of 3, so something like the degree is 3. Quartic, x to the 4, it doesn't really matter. And again, it doesn't really matter how many terms these have. We're just looking at the highest exponent for the classifying by degree. Once we get past 4, we just call it a polynomial. And up here for the terms, once we get 4 and bigger, we just call it a polynomial. Okay. If this has a degree of 5, it doesn't really have a special name. It's just like degree of 5, or a degree of 6, or a degree of 8, or whatever it happens to be. Okay, then you're going to be doing the paper with your calculator, which is the chart, and you're looking for the number of turns. You're looking for the degree. The end behavior. End behavior means what's happening on the left side and the right-hand side. So let me give you a little quick example. If you graph something in your calculator and say it did something like this, on the left, it's pointing down. So we write left, down. And over here on the right, it's pointing up. So the end behavior means like where's it pointing on the left and the right-hand side. Okay? And from that, you should come up with some conclusions. Okay, here are the conclusions that that chart should have alluded to, that the number of terms, if you add 1 to it, you would get the degree. Even degree, so a 2, a 4, 6, if the highest exponent was even and the leading coefficient was positive, you'll notice that they go in the same direction, going up on the left and the right. If it's a negative, it would get flipped over and now it's pointing down on the left and the right. Odd degrees go in different directions. Positive leading coefficient, down on the left, up on the right. So it clicks for an example. Okay, so it'd be like this. Down on the left, up on the right. Well, if you have a negative leading coefficient, it would be just the opposite of that. Up on the left and down on the right. All right, and so you have a sheet. If you were finishing your test, you'll get tomorrow, we'll go over. But if you were in class today, you will, I think there's 6 problems. You're answering, 8 problems. And you're answering end behavior, the degree if it's even or odd, and then the graph and the equation are there for you. So if you don't have a graphing calculator handy, it is on there for you. So there was 8 of those questions.